Hi everyone, so welcome again to the third episode about testing electronic component using the multimeter. So guys, we have seen how to test the fuse, how to test the diode. Today I'm going to teach you how to test the electrolytic capacitor using the multimeter. But the surprise today, my friend, is that I'm going to teach you the technique that experts use to check the electrolytic capacitors in a fast way. So please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, because I'm going to pass through all these capacitors. In every episode I'm going to test one of this component one by one. Of course, we're gonna see all these components, not just this component but many other components. This is basically just 10% of component that I'm going to teach you in a daily basis. So guys, every day I will upload one episode or even two videos about testing component until you master, you become professional and expert in testing. So guys, let's get started. So for the electrolytic capacitor, my friends, we have here two characteristics that everyone should know. We have the capacitance. We have here 22 microfarad and 250 volt. So guys, we can test the serviceability of any electrolytic capacitor using two methods. We can go here to the multimeter and select simply here farad. Do you see here we have F means the farad here. We see 200 microfarad. Let's check here. We have to find 22 microfarad. But guys, pay attention. If I put those like this and check the capacitor, let's see we have zero, nothing in the multimeter. Guys, pay attention, especially for beginner. If you want to check the capacitor, you should move the positive terminal to this side. Do you see here we have CX basically for this multimeter, but the same working principle for all manual multimeter like this one. And of course for digital multimeter it's easy, very easy. If you understand this multimeter, you can understand any multimeter, my friend. So let me put this one here in the side and then check this capacitor. So guys, here let's see again we have 22 microfarad. So the negative terminal here, the positive terminal over here, we have 22, we have 23.8. this is normal, means the capacitor is good, because guys, always we have an error in the multimeter and also we have a tolerance in every component. That's why we find 23 ohm. Okay guys, let's see another capacitor. This one, for example, my friend, here we have 150 microfarad, 400 volt. This is basically the maximum values for this capacitor. It can support until 400 volt and also 150 microfarad. So let's find out. One probe here, we have to find how much? 150 microfarad. So one probe here, my friends. The second here, we have 137. This is good. Always we have error and tolerance. This one is good. Guys, there is another technique that experts and professionals use to test capacitors very fastly without using farad here, without selecting over here the mode or the scale over here. You can just go here to the continuity option. Guys, look, you can go here to the continuity option. Easy, my friend, easy. And then put one probe here, the other here. Guys, you have to see in the multimeter charge and discharge. Sorry guys, sorry. This one also should be to this side. Okay, for continuity option voltage here, we use V here, ohm, as you can see. Okay, we use just this one to test capacitor. So good. Now let's check this capacitor. So one probe here, my friend, the other here. Do you see we have charge, discharge? If we swap the probes, you will see discharge. Do you see, guys? We can even test a big one Here, for example, my friend, for this capacitor, if I put one probe here, look, charge. Let's wait because this is a big one. Okay, it's charged. It's fully charged right now, guys. Guys, pay attention. If I swap the probes, you will hear buzzer continuity about 3 seconds. Do you see? It will stop, discharge, completely discharge. So the current flow between this terminal and this terminal, between the positive terminal and negative terminal, because it is charged. Okay, let's charge it again, my friend. 600, 700, 8, 9. Okay, 1900. It's fully charged right now. Guys, this capacitor now is charged. Let's discharge it. Once I touch this one, the current will flow from one probe to another, and then you will hit a continuity. Look, my friends, it's not a short. Look, my friend. Okay, fully discharged. It's not a short, my friend. The capacitor is not shorted. Means this way we use it to understand or to check if the capacitor is good or not. Why, my friend? Because, for example, for me, for this multimeter, I have here just 200 microfarad. The maximum here capacitance in this multimeter, it's not auto range. I have 200 microfarad. But if I go, for example, to this capacitor here, I have here, do you see? I have 2200 microfarad. Okay, this one, for example, this small one, I have here 100. Do you see, my friend? 100, 500 microfarad. So I cannot check this capacitor using this multimeter, my friend, because I have just 200. But this one I have 1500. But always in electronic repair basic, we have the solution. We will use the continuity option, my friend. The continuity option solve the problem. Okay, let's check. Okay, just if we check capacitor and we find charge and discharge, this is good. Charge, you see? No, let's wait until it's fully charged. Fully charged. If I swap the probes, my friend, look, it's not short. Fully discharged means the capacitor is good without even using the farad option. Okay, my friends, this is it. And of course, my friends, you can find other capacitors always the same working principle like those capacitor. Those capacitor basically we find it in computer motherboard. This is also electrolytic capacitor. We can check it using the same working principle. We can even check it using the continuity option. One probe here, okay, the other here, the other probe here. Do you see? Charge, completely charged. Let's swap the probes. Discharge. Okay, good capacitor. So if you use the farad option or the continuity option, this is the same. Guys, if you find this technique very helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. Very important. Now we test the electrolytic capacitor here outside the board. What about, my friends, what about inside the board? Let's find out. Is there any difference between testing capacitor here outside the board and inside the board or not? Let's find out, my friend. Let's, for example, begin with this one. Here, my friend, we have this electrolytic capacitor here. Okay, let's find out. We have 100 microfarad, 16 volt. 100 microfarad, 16 volt. So let's find out. Okay, let's use the farad mode and put this one also in the side to test basically the capacitance. Nice. So we have to find 100 microfarad. Let's find out. Okay, let's do it like this, my friends. Okay, we have the capacitor here, we have the negative terminal here. Let's put one probe here, the other probe here. We have to find 100. As you can see, my friends, we have 100. 99.4. this is good. Means we find the farad option. This capacitor is good. We can of course root check using the continuity option, and of course replace this one to the side to the ohm and volts probe, and then check it out. Also we have to find charge and discharge. Let's find out, my friend. One probe here, another here. You see, charge, completely charged. Let's swap the probes. It will be discharged. Discharged. Okay, my friend. So this capacitor is good. Let's check another one. My purpose here is to master, is to make things easy. Okay, the last one. So here we have, my friend, 10 microfarad 16 volt. 10 microfarad 16 volt. So let's find out. Okay, I can just make it like this. So one probe here, the other here I should get 10. We have 11.6. This is good. Means the capacitor is good one. So guys, we make sure that testing capacitors, okay my friend, testing capacitors, electrolytic capacitors outside the board is the same as testing it on the board. Okay, now let me please grab a paper and show you in theory. Also, this is very important, my friends. Important, very important. Please don't miss out the theory. Very important. Electrolytic, okay. Electrolytic capacitor. Okay, my friend. The electrolytic capacitor are what? A polarized capacitor. Okay, my friend. Polarized capacitor means what? Means it has plus and minus, not like ceramic capacitor like this one or this one here. This is basically this is ceramic capacitor. This is basically not polarized. This one also we're gonna test all this one also, this one over here, etc. Those are, its symbol is just not polarized, those. But for this one here, my friend, this is basically, here we have minus and in the side we have plus. So this is its symbol, it's polarized. Guys, what is the purpose for this capacitor? Basically is to filter the current and to get a DC current. Basically guys, you see this component, we're gonna test it after. This is the bridge rectifier. Guys, the bridge, you can find this one or you can find 4 diodes. So here, after here, you will find, for example, the bridge rectifier always connected to what? Connected to an electrolytic capacitor like this one, my friend. Here, plus, minus, and over here, always connected to the ground. So here, always you have the alternating current that will pass through the bridge rectifier like this, and then we will get here a DC current, alternating to DC current. So this is the purpose basically of capacitor, is to filter the current and to get a pure current. Guys, so this is the result, my friend. We have here the board. Let's see, here we have the motherboard. So testing capacitor here on the board is the same, okay, as outside the board. Okay, my friend, so this is it for capacitors. I hope that you understand. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because I'm going to test all these capacitors that you see here one by one, including bridge rectifier, resistors, transformers, coils, MOSFETs, transistors, Schottky diodes, capacitors, all type of capacitors, voltage regulators, optocouplers. Basically we have this one. This is a 6-pin optocoupler. I'm going to show you how to test it. Of course, we're gonna test everything, and also we're gonna test other components on the board like optocoupler. As you can see here, 4-pin optocoupler, ICs, complex ICs, etc. We gonna test everything, my friend. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, like and share. Please guys, share this video with your friends and interested people you know, in order to spread the benefit and to make this masterclass a successful masterclass. So guys, thank you very much. See you with another component in the next video. Please, as I told you, subscribe, like, share, and If you want to accelerate learning, you can join me in my Patreon page. Check my website, all links in the description. Thank you guys, and see you with another component.